Marlowe in one night, in a slightly truncated but very exciting form, and now we welcome back Alison.
We all start to get a bit dark in the second half, and I'm also getting a bit dark. My brother was in the army. He was fighting in Basra, so I write a few poems about war. So I've got a few here. This one's called Photographs, and it's about some photographs that he showed me when he was in Basra. Your shadow has no head, solid at the feet, it breaks the chest and cements in the cracks of the Shat Al Arab Hotel. I can't see your hazel eyes or read your dog tag. I don't know your blood group or army name. I wouldn't be able to identify you. Date palms, the Tigris and Euphrates, eye sockets of empty buildings, the dusty rinse of a hot sky. Bare torso, a can of Foster's, you're submerged, grinning in the stillness of a water tank. I can see your tattoos, the England flag inked when you were 17, a Celtic cross on your right arm, Arabic script carved on the skin of your back. You posing with an aw2 rifle, you on a snatch, you backgrounded with fake tits, you jogging on tarmac, you in goggles, you walking away from the camera. This next one's called Time of Wounding. Not the worst thing that happened. I was on top cover, resting on my weapon when we hit an IED. The driver pulled me in, and the injuries sustained were minor. Bruised biceps, a cut lip, loss of function in my left arm. The bleeding wasn't catastrophic, and my flesh is unscarred. It's Monday morning, and I hunch over the cafe's red formica, losing the capacity to choose, while two women complain over coffee and toast. I don't shout, there's a war on, and my friends risk their lives while you quibble breakfast. I sit hard in the hurt of November, and time is wounding. This next poem's from an interview with a soldier who used to fly Apache helicopters. Strapped in the Apache, answering the crack of guns and fear on the radio, I fire a cannon within meters of friends. Their trust thuds in the margins of error, and the air bursts. I roger at warnings of rockets and grenades that miss my rotor, my folding blade. In theatre, seconds are slow and the strikes precise. My instincts killed, more than Brady, Shipman, the Wests combined. I fly at the centre of life, the bullseye of your poppy. This one's called She Is Out with the Fox. The lampposts are shamed triffids, and the orange leaves of London's plains are pushed straight on the curb. Buses shuttle souls to Hammersmith in fluorescent light. The frontline faces are harrowing. The night stinks of boxes on the eve of recycling day, and her thoughts drop like shots through the holes in her mind. The fox turns its head and slips through the grill into the indifference of trees and the pop of beech nuts. She follows it into the creek of the park and offers her spleen to a pile of lime leaves. She bows as she releases her bile. I was writing a sequence of poems called All the Women That I've Ever Laughed With, and this is two women that I've had a really good laugh with. And this first one's called Anna. The hammer of woodpeckers in factory skeletons is a flicked ruler on a... Oh yeah, I forgot to say I wrote this in Longbank.
Ah.
This is also the landscape of Yorkshire. The hammer of woodpeckers in factory skeletons is a flicked ruler on a school desk, and the roots of beech trees are griffin's feet. I chuckle like an elf at the small green of spring trees, at the chimney gods. We laugh until I feel her as myself, until the skidding excitement of the river is the colour of otters, and our thoughts loosen into the bronchial light of branches. Afterwards, I run the dusk in my legs, chest, lungs, run past the tiers of bluebells, the ghosted mill. And this next one's about my friend Jagna. Day 6, we found our giggle spot and flipped. Drool, sweat, wind, spit, streaming laughter that didn't stop. We were lost, soaked, but in on the cosmic joke. And then this is my final poem, and Paul Muldoon wrote a ghazal with the refrain between her legs. So I thought I'd write one between my legs. And the title's called Draupadi Goes on a Greek Holiday, and Draupadi's a figure from the Mahabharata, and she married 5 men and they were all brothers. In our rented Yaris, Pete cops the field between my legs. Elvis pelvis hips and a steering wheel between my legs. Nick's soft on ouzo and Slovakia. Al fresco, he knocks up a meal between my legs. Athlete Chris has scabs on his knees and jealous groupies. He bleeds as he tries to kneel between my legs. Jack's flat is squeezed with planks and vodka. His paintbrush strokes surreal between my legs. We spit cherry stones at the Aegean Sea, the shore's salty lip, and kneel between my legs. Tonight I conjure the unreal between my legs. All Draupadi's husbands will reveal between my legs. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Alison Lynch. More applause, please, for Alison. Yeah. So thank you for joining us for our Xmas Crackers. And before we go, I'd like you to put your hands together for everyone that's been here for Jill Abram. Charlie Dupre, and good luck in Edinburgh next year. Alison Lynch. Cappuccino. Thank you very much. The bar's still open, so some of